Welcome to Dr. Karen Health Talks. Today I'm going to talk about 5 simple ways to protect ourselves from cell phone radiation. This is a really important topic because guess what? We have all become creatures of attachment to our cell phones. And if you think about it, our cell phones are kept on or near our body pretty much all day, and for some people, all night. And the concept of EMFs, electromagnetic fields, is really an important topic for us to be aware of as we move into this cell phone generation. I remember the day when we didn't have cell phones, so it doesn't seem like that long ago. And now everyone, including kids, have their cell phones attached to them. So I'm just going to talk very simply, because I like to keep these podcasts really simple and very action-driven, about what we can do to reduce the effects of EMFs. Now, for some people, they are super sensitive to EMFs, and some of the symptoms they might experience are dizziness or prickly, tingly skin, or for some people, they get a metallic taste in their mouth, or headaches. That's a very, very common one. Or kind of brain fog, confusion. For some people, extreme sensitivity to light. It's very varied what people are responding to with these EMFs. So it is just a really good idea for us to do whatever we can to protect ourselves. And these are some very simple steps. So just to let you know that we're actually exposed to EMFs in many different things. Of course, cell phones are the obvious one that we're going to talk about because they give off radio frequency, literally microwave radiation. But the fact that we have Wi-Fi everywhere, and who hasn't got Wi-Fi in their home? For most people, they've got Wi-Fi in their home 24/7. So that's blasting that radio frequency all the time. So there's that exposure, but also cordless phones, if you have one of those. And we actually got rid of all of our phones in our home, but we certainly had cordless phones for some time. These also emit radio frequency microwave radiation 24/7, just like cell phones. And then there's your home electrical wiring. These also emit radio frequency radiation. So let's have a look at what we can actually do, because this is the action time. I love to take action. So the first one, and the most important one, and certainly that I am really making a habit of, is make airplane mode your best friend. Yes, you know that little button that when you go into your settings and it says airplane mode, and when you get on a plane, they ask you to either switch off your phone or put your phone on airplane mode. So unless your phone is actually on airplane mode or completely powered off, your phone continues to emit radio frequency microwave radiation because it's constantly trying to connect to a cellular network. So put your phone on airplane mode as often as you can. So I hope that is one step that you can just get into the habit of. Maybe if you don't switch off your phone through the night, and it's a good idea to just switch it off through the night when you're powering it up, then put it on airplane mode as often as you can. I know when I travel, I put it on airplane mode a lot. So another one, which might seem obvious, but sometimes the obvious is not things we do, limit your calls to those that are absolutely necessary. So what that means is just keep the length of your calls to a minimum. And I certainly use texting as a way of communicating with people, and then I use my cell phone. I never put my phone to my ear. So that is another big tip. That's actually step number 3. But to limit the calls, let's keep to step number 2. It has clearly been shown that there's a relationship to the time you spend on your cell phone to the risk of these EMFs causing dis-ease in the body. So just a little thing, just keep your phone calls to a minimum. I keep these podcasts. I actually record these podcasts on my cell phone. So I keep them very short and sweet and action driven. So back to number 3, don't put your phone next to your ear. It might sound silly, but you just don't want to put this cell phone and the radiation right up to your ear, and the ear canal is a direct conduit to your brain. So to me, that's just physics. That makes it obvious about how close we get the phone to our body. Signal strength does fall off in proportion to the distance from the source. So if you double your distance from your source, meaning the cell phone to your head versus just holding it away from your head, your potential for exposure is minimized. Okay, and number 4 is don't sleep with your cell phone switched on at night. Switch off your phone at night. Your body needs that quality time to downtime. In fact, don't keep your cell phone anywhere near your bedroom. I charge my phone actually in the kitchen downstairs. I switch my phone off. I put the charger on. It's just a habit I have. And I didn't used to do this, but since I've been exploring the EMF concept, I switch my phone off when I charge it at night, and I keep it in a separate room. And finally, use your phone only in conditions of optimal reception. So try to use your phone near a window as much as possible. Avoid using it in a basement or an underground station or an elevator, because the phone has to really ramp up the emissions to get the signal. This means that for each signal bar that is missing, your exposure increases. So I hope these have been an interesting concept for you to explore, and that's why I do these podcasts, to bring you the latest and greatest health information. Of course, I'm not making any medical claims. This is not about diagnosis or treatment. It's just about lifestyle practices to help us really practice the best preventive medicine possible. We certainly have a lot of research still to do on the specific dangers of EMFs. But in the meantime, if you follow these basic 5 practices, it's just good preventive medicine. So for more great information, just go to my blog, drkarenwolf.org/blog, where I write about lots of interesting health topics, always interesting, never boring. And for now, this is Dr. Karen Wolf, and it's Dr. Karen Wolf Health Talks. Bye for now.